This morning, Madison police investigating a shooting on the west side. What we know so far.
Good evening, it's Ryan Borgward.
Plus, police make contact with a man who faked his own death. The actions they are taking now. Happy Friday, everyone, and welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Kyrie Lee.
I'm Chris Stanford. Thanks for tuning in. What'd you think of that snow yesterday?
You know, it wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be, because it disappeared pretty quickly. So that is the plus of it all.
Yeah.
Like I said, I'm not a stranger to snow. It's just not as enjoyable as an adult, really, because you still have to go to work and stuff.
Yeah, and you don't get to stay home, right, when it snows.
Exactly. You don't get to, cuddle up. I mean, obviously schools were still in, so, we had drop off and pick up and all that good stuff too. But hey, here we are. First one out of the way.
I know a lot of families out there are drying off those snow pants and those socks and the gloves and everything this morning. So we're thinking of you. Let's get you to meteorologist Vanna Brito, who is out at Hilldale this morning with your certified most accurate forecast. Hey there.
Hey, good morning. We're actually tracking a little bit of drizzle falling now, but at least it's not snow like we saw yesterday. Yeah, all of that's completely gone because temperatures, they were below freezing level, and then all day yesterday they did rise above it. But we had areas actually topping out close to 4 inches of snow. That was the snowfall reports yesterday per the National Weather Service, and that was mainly northeast, far northeast of Madison, but we did see about 2 inches here as well. All that melted because temperatures did warm all day up above freezing level into the lower 40s, and that's where we sit right now. The good news is we'll be dry today and tomorrow. Unfortunately, not tracking a lot of sunshine, but winds, those are going to continue to come down or ease. We were seeing really strong wind gusts yesterday and then even overnight. Cooler temperatures ahead, though. That's as we're heading into Thanksgiving, and we're watching a mix by late Sunday into Monday. We'll talk about how low temperatures could be for Thanksgiving and more specifically the weekend after coming up in just a bit, guys.
All right, thanks, Savannah. Talk to you then. All right, I want to get to our top stories this hour. Police are investigating a shooting on Madison's west side that left 2 people injured.
Police say it happened at Schrader Road just before 4:30 yesterday afternoon. Both victims were taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. No arrests have been made. If you have information, please contact Madison Area Crime Stoppers.
Contact has been made with the Watertown man who faked his own death on Green Lake this summer. Deputies made contact with Ryan Borgward on November 11 with the help of a woman who speaks Russian. They would not share any more details about her connection to Borgward or if they are together now. They say that he is in Eastern Europe, though. The sheriff says Borgward was dealing with some personal matters and felt that this was the right thing to do, but also feels remorse. Now they are working to get him back home.
We want to continue because he needs to come home to his kids. Christmas is coming. And what better gift he could give his kids is to be there for Christmas with him.
The sheriff laid out for Borgward laid out for them how he sunk his kayak and the phone that he had in Green Lake, and then rode an e-bike about 70 miles to Madison, and then hopped on a bus to Detroit, and then went to the Canadian border. They also asked him to send this video for proof that he was safe.
I'm in my apartment. I am safe, secure, no problem.
So Borgward faces an obstruction charge now, and the sheriff's office is seeking restitution in the amount of $35,000. Officials don't believe that warrants are needed if he voluntarily returns home.
New this morning, another recall due to concerns about E. coli. Today, we're talking about ground beef.
Our Michelle Renee Quinn is looking into the details. What do people need to know about this latest recall, Michelle Renee?
Chris, Kyrion, more than 167,000 pounds of ground beef have been recalled due to possible E. coli contamination. Impacted items could have been fresh or frozen. Wolverine Packing Company shipped the beef to restaurants nationwide, and since the beginning of November in Minnesota, 15 people who had eaten ground beef reported feeling ill. A sample tested on November 20th was positive for E. coli. Now, this is the latest in a series of recalls from E. coli concerns. Earlier this month, the CDC issued a recall for organic carrots. Before that, an E. coli outbreak was linked to onions served at McDonald's. Urgent care physician Dr. Christopher Harkins says not all strains of E. coli are bad, and most people will not become severely ill.
E. coli itself has many, many different strengths. There's good ones that we want to have in us, and then occasionally we're going to get some bad ones. And most important thing we can do, wash our hands and wash our food.
Dr. Harkin emphasizes the critical importance of food safety and the prevalence of foodborne illnesses. Young children, elderly, pregnant women, and people who are immunocompromised are most at risk of severe illness.
All right, Michelle Renee, thank you for getting us up to date on that latest recall.
Absolutely.
6:05, the gun deer season kicks off this weekend. The 9-day season begins at dawn tomorrow and ends on the evening of December 1st. It comes as the state has seen a decline in the total harvest. According to the Department of Natural Resources, in 2023, numbers were down 17% from the year before. The DNR blames the decline on harsh winters. They warn the outlook this season isn't promising.
And with hunters set to head out, Juneau County officials are asking people to keep an eye out for anything associated with a missing woman in that area. Layla Stewart, last seen on July 4th of last year near Mauston. They say she was wearing a black shirt and dark shorts with no shoes. The sheriff there is asking hunters and visitors in the area to inspect their properties for signs that may help in finding her.
And for many hunters, this may be a good time to inspect your heating systems. This can prevent a fatal buildup of carbon monoxide. We Energy's officials say the best way to safely warm is to install a carbon monoxide detector in your cabin. They say hunters should also check heating vents and chimneys to make sure they're clear. Also, inspect fuel burning appliances and never use portable electric generators indoors.
The DNR is also encouraging hunters to donate their deer to help fight food insecurity. The deer have to be harvested here in the state. They can be donated through the DNR's Deer Donation Program. Since 2000, hunters have donated nearly 100,000 deer, totaling 4 million pounds of venison. You can find the donation process details on the DNR's website.
The FAA says air traffic during peak travel times this holiday season may need to slow down due to staffing issues. Officials say the Northeast could be hit the hardest, especially New York. That's because of a shortage of air traffic controllers in the area. The Tuesday before Thanksgiving will likely be its busiest travel day. The FAA says any slowdowns in air traffic will be done to keep skies safe.
6:07 now, talking about holiday shopping. Adobe predicts Americans are going to spend nearly $241 billion online this holiday season. Retailers trying to attract customers with deals, of course. Some days are going to have better savings than others. Thanksgiving, for example. Look out for discounts on toys, appliances, furniture, and sporting goods. Black Friday shoppers can take advantage of bargains for TVs, and there are going to be lower prices for computers come November 30th. Cyber Monday, that's the big day for electronics and apparel. You don't have to wait, though, until the holiday weekend. A lot of those retailers are already bringing Black Friday type deals to you right now.
Yeah, and even throughout the year, they start them in as early as July, really. So
yeah.
Looking for those flash deals, you can get them year round now.
Yeah, it's just we were talking about this earlier off camera about how this whole thing has evolved over the years, and it kind of loses some of its luster. You know, having the one day for to get those big sales, and now it's just spread out over a lot of days. You know, I'm skeptical that the deals are as good as they used to be if you're going to spread it out over so many days. I don't know.
I understand where you're coming from.
Just ranting.
Yeah, because sometimes the deals aren't deals anymore either. So
I want deals that are deals.
Exactly. Ones that actually are worth it. That's in my opinion. Well, coming up, we'll check in with Savannah Brito with your first award weather forecast.
And it's been a historic season for Potosi-Cassville. We'll show you how it all came to an end in our morning sports.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Brought to you by Toyota.
Toyotathon is on. Now's the time to get an exciting new Toyota, like Camry.
Wait, what?
RAV4 Hybrid.
Cool.
Tundra, and more.
Whoa.
How'd you do that?
Toyotathon magic.
Right now, lease a new 2024 Tacoma for $299 a month. Or get 1.99% APR for 72 months on a tough new Tundra.
'Tis the season for Toyotathon.
Toyota, let's go places.
Whoa, how'd you get your teeth so white?
You gotta use the right toothpaste.
Dr. C? Not all toothpaste whiten the same.
Crest 3D White removes 100% more stains for a noticeably whiter smile.
New personal best.
Crest.
When you want to make junk disappear, leave it where it is. 1-800-GOT-JUNK is full-service junk removal. I've got a partner who lives down the street from you, and we're anxious to come to your rescue. All you have to do is point. Call 1-800-GOT-JUNK.
Papa Murphy's new cheesy stuffed crust pizza. Made fresh by us, baked fresh by you. Starting at $13.99, it's the hottest, meltiest stuffed crust pizza you'll ever have. Because it goes straight from our kitchen to yours. For fresh out of your oven, piping hot, cheesy goodness. It's what stuffed crust pizza should be.
Furniture, downtown Watertown, distinctly different.
The Friends of the Middleton Performing Arts Center present Divas 3, powerhouse Las Vegas vocalists performing your favorite chart-topping hits. Saturday, November 23rd, one show only. Tickets available online now.
You expect your healthcare provider to take the time to listen to you, to learn more about you and why you came in. That's the care you expect, and that's the care we deliver at Upland Hills Health. Whether it's in our Dodgeville Hospital or at one of our 7 clinics, our skilled doctors and healthcare professionals personalize care for you and every member of your family. Upland Hills Health Hospital and Clinics, the care you expect, close to home.
You have a consumer issue and you keep getting the runaround. Need help?
It's call for action to help me. Nobody else did.
Contact our team by phone or on channel3000.com. Call for action only on News 3 Now, moving forward for you. You're watching News 3 Now this morning, moving forward.
This month, you can get some coffee and support your local fire departments at the same time. Fire Department Coffee, veteran-owned, and this month they'll be donating part of their proceeds to Dane County firefighters. Randy James is the Director of Brand Relationships at FD Coffee. He's also an active-duty firefighter. Randy, tell me about this Madtown Roast.
The Fire Department Coffee Charitable Foundation does a benefit bag, what we call a benefit bag, every month. We grab another fire department, and then we do a charitable bag and shirt design, and it goes back to the first responders in that area. For most of the times, unfortunately, it's injured and ill first responders. So it seems like every department has those types of issues, benevolent funds that support those responders in that area.
What do you see as far as the need for these kinds of specific services and this kind of help for some of your fellow firefighters? Talk about what kind of good it does.
First responders traditionally have a hard time asking for help, right? We're the fixers. We're the people that come in and help other people. So when they get sick or injured, sometimes it's hard for them to reach out. And in this bag and this benefit that we do every month is a way to funnel some money back to some really great initiatives that are all around the country.
All right, well, we got a Madtown Roast coming at you this month, and there's a shirt that goes along with it. There it is. Look at that. It's pretty cool. I was checking it out on the website. So how can folks sign up for this?
You can go to firedeptcoffee.com, and you can just search around, and you'll see a link to this benefit bag. You can buy the coffee. A portion of the coffee will go back to this initiative. A portion of the shirt, every shirt sale will go back. 14 communities around Madison in Dane County. So great group of people up there serving.
Well, I'd love to hear that. Thanks for everything that you have done for the firefighter community. And the roast itself sounds pretty tasty. I can't wait to try it. Randy, thanks for your time this morning.
Thank you. Thank you for helping us get this word out about our mission. We appreciate you.
No problem. You know, one more thing that Randy told me was that every month when they do one of these benefit bags, they raise about $8,000 to $10,000 for a local fire department. So you just have a few more days left to get in on that Madtown roast until the end of November. And how about your local firefighters in Dane County?
And that's always a good cause to be able to help out them in our community.
Yeah, love to see it. Love to see it.
Well, let's toss things over to meteorologist Savannah Brito.
All right, she's at Hilldale this morning where she's going to turn on the lights for the big holiday display this weekend. Hey there, Savannah.
Yeah, good morning. Very excited for that. We'll get to all that in a second. But weather conditions, they're not off to a bad start this morning. Definitely difference from yesterday when we had temperatures that were below freezing level and we had snow moving into the area northeast of here anyways at this time yesterday. But temperatures are at 42 right now in Madison. Wind speeds, those are actually up to 12 miles per hour right now. The good news is those are going to continue to ease through the day though. We're at 20 miles per hour. That's the wind gust since midnight though. 18 miles per hour in Monroe, 16 in Janesville, 21 in Viroqua, 16 in Mineral Point. These are going to be more so between 5 and 10 miles per hour later in the day. And we are tracking a dry day today and tomorrow, but then once we're getting into Saturday evening and afternoon and evening, mainly the overnight hours, that's when a snow band will move in, mainly well to our north. I think that could track in across our area, southern Wisconsin. Later flurries cannot be ruled out overnight, but most areas should be dry. We're not talking about an accumulation. Once we're getting into Sunday night, though, a rain-snow mix is going to develop west of here. Eventually, that could move in, so we're still keeping an eye on that. It is Winter Weather Awareness Week still. We're continuing coverage of that in the state of Wisconsin. Tomorrow wraps that up. But we did see a winter weather advisory yesterday, a little bit of accumulating snow. We had that wet slush on the roadways. But we'll talk about the differences between a winter storm watch and advisory and a warning. So the winter storm watch, that just means when the National Weather Service issues that, there's potential for severe winter weather. You just need to be prepared. A winter storm is possible. We had yesterday a winter weather advisory. That's when winter weather is expected. You can use caution. Snow and or freezing rain causes some impacts somewhat to travel. But a winter storm warning, we saw that last year get issued across southern Wisconsin. Winter storm is likely. Avoid travel if you can. Heavy snow and or freezing rain is expected out of that system. We're not forecasting winter weather for a little bit of time. I do think we could see a little bit of a rain-snow mix, but that's not going to lead to an accumulation on Sunday into Monday. And then temperatures are really going to cool into the mid-30s after Thanksgiving, though. That's when temperatures are actually going to be down in the 20s. So we do have cooler days ahead, but this weekend looks pretty good. And on Sunday is when the North Pole Party is happening. I'm joined with Amanda Stebbins. You're the marketing director at Hilldale. Tell us a little bit about the event that's going on Sunday.
Yeah, so we're so excited to welcome everybody to Hilldale for the North Pole Party from 3 to 6 on Sunday. It's kind of our kickoff to the holiday season here at Hilldale. You can expect live reindeer. You can take your Christmas card with the reindeer. Awesome. We'll have Santa. We'll have members of the UW Marching Band leading Santa to the stage to light our beautiful tree. So it's just a magical evening.
And how many people usually come out to this event?
Oh, thousands. It's a lot. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. I'm hoping the weather holds up too, so it'll be even more.
Yeah, I think the weather probably won't be a problem on Sunday evening. We'll just have a decent amount of cloud cover. How many years have you guys been doing this?
It's been going for a long time. This is my first year actually here in Madison. So I'm excited to experience my first North Pole Party, but it just keeps growing and growing every year. So.
And is that kind of when the Black Friday deals are happening, or when does
There'll be some pre-Black Friday sales, yes. A lot of our stores will be offering sales, special seasonal food samplings and things like that. So yeah, you can get a jump on your holiday shopping for sure.
Will there be any kind of like deals going on as far as hot chocolate or anyone bringing out? Will there be food that you can get at the North Pole Party?
Yeah. So we'll have several hot cocoa stations complimentary, courtesy of Crescendo. Bar Taco will be giving out cocoa and mini churro bites, all sorts of things. Yeah.
Okay. And is it the event free to anyone to?
Yes, free to attend. Yep.
Okay, awesome. Well, thank you so much for having us here this morning. So excited to be a part of this on Sunday. Again, that's from 3 to 6 p.m. So make sure you all bring your families out here and put on the holiday spirit. I actually get the honor of lighting that tree, so we'll all be here as well. But for now, we'll toss it back inside to you guys.
All right, Savannah, what an honor. The lights down there at Hilldale look so gorgeous every single year. I'm sure they did it up again this year. Savannah, talk to you again shortly.
Well, still ahead, we have festive menu ideas for the holiday season.
Coming up in our next half hour, how Act 10 is affecting the profession of teaching 13 years later.
As we head to break, here's a look at gas prices this morning. Time now 6:19. We'll be right back.
Susan Simon, News 3 Now at 4 and 5, weekdays moving forward.
This is a hallway. Doesn't evoke much feeling. But to those facing cancer or a complex condition, it feels like relief. Because all the doctors, treatments, and technology you've been fighting to find, they're all right here, under one roof, connected by hallways instead of highways. Welcome to East Park Medical Center. UW Health. Remarkable.
Turkey? Check. Cranberries. Stuffing? Pie? Check, check, check. Potatoes sweet and mashed? Check. Now what about that post-turkey nap? Don't worry. The Black Friday Super Sale at Denver Mattress has you covered. Shop today and save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Take up to $500 off select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and score a $300 gift. Or get 60 months no-interest financing and free shipping. The Black Friday Super Sale, on now at Denver Mattress.
Toyotathon is on. Now's the time to get an exciting new Toyota, like Camry.
Wait, what?
RAV4 Hybrid.
Cool.
Tundra, and more.
Whoa.
How'd you do that?
Toyotathon magic.
Right now, lease a new 2024 Tacoma for $299 a month. Or get 1.99% APR for 72 months on a tough new Tundra.
'Tis the season for Toyotathon.
Toyota, let's go places.
For 15 years, Gilda's Club Madison has provided free emotional support, cancer education, and hope to children and adults facing any kind of cancer. Is someone in your life facing cancer? Support is available in Dane County and virtually throughout Wisconsin. To learn more, visit gildasclubmadison.org so that no one faces cancer alone.
Macy's Black Friday deals start now. Don't miss sweaters starting at $14.99. Suits, blazers, and more starting at $99.99. And the season's standout boots, $19.99. Free shipping starts at $25 at Macy's.
I love that my daughter still needs me, but sometimes I can't help due to burning and stabbing pain in my hands. So I use Nervive.
Nervive's clinical dose of ALA reduces nerve discomfort in as little as 7 days.
Now I can help again. Feel the difference with Nervive.
Want to know a secret? More than just my armpits stink. That's why I use Secret Whole Body Deodorant everywhere.
4 out of 5 gynecologists would recommend whole body deodorant, which gives you 72-hour odor protection from your pits to your
Secret Whole Body Deodorant.
Food insecurity continues to be a major hurdle for our communities. That's why UW Athletics and the Goodman Community Center need your help in providing thousands of holiday meals to Dane County.
Consider making a food or monetary gift today. Visit goodmancenter.org to learn more and donate.
All right, we're back here at 6:22. If you're anything like my family, we're thinking about what do we bring to all of the family gatherings that we have coming up. If it's Thanksgiving, the holidays, we need some sides and stuff to bring. So we've got some really cool inspiration for you this morning and some ideas.
Yes, Hy-Vee registered dietitian Erin DeGrave is here to show some festive menu ideas for this season.
All right, what have you brought for us?
We have a bunch of variety of ways to add more produce into our holiday season. So if you getting started, we have our green beans, adding a bit of a pop of color with green and red today. So these green beans are festive, they're colorful, lots of fun. They can be a great alternative to your typical green bean casserole or complimentary, right? So you could have both this dish and your green bean casserole.
And the orange on here, the orange little stuff on here, what do we have going on?
A little bit of orange zest. So it adds some flavor without adding extra calories or extra sodium.
All right.
Okay, there's some alternatives there for you.
Absolutely. Nice. So moving on, we have our cranberry chutney. So if you can't tell, we're talking really about cranberries today because Wisconsin is one of the leaders of cranberry producing.
You know it.
So we got to keep it local, right? Nice. So this chutney is phenomenal. So it puts a different spin on your typical cranberry sauce, and it adds some great flavor with with ginger and garlic and onions and even some red pepper flakes. So great on your charcuterie board or great for that turkey sandwich after Thanksgiving.
How would you put something like this together? I mean, is it one of those things you throw it all in a blender and mix it up?
You actually just throw it into your saucepan and boil it up. So,
okay.
Yep, you just use those fresh cranberries right from the store.
Very nice, very nice. I can see how that would pair really well with the charcuterie, with the cheeses and crackers and
absolutely.
other things like that.
All that great flavor is all mashed in there, and your guests will be amazed.
And plenty of benefits from cranberries here.
Plenty of benefits, especially vitamin C. As you know, cold and flu season is coming up. We got to make sure our vitamin C is on point.
All right.
Very nice. All right, and you've got a beverage over here. You're going to mix something up for us? What do you have?
Absolutely. So we can't forget about a nice mocktail for our holiday gathering. I have some cranberry juice, 100% cranberry juice in my glass already, and we're going to add some Olipop, which is one of our dietitian picks of the month right now. And we're going to add that. Of course, I'd like to put it over ice to just chill it down even further. And then add a nice sprig and some cranberries inside.
Oh, look at that.
Voila, what a beautiful.
How festive is that?
Festive drink.
Boom, okay.
Cool, and Olipop is one of those kind of newer beverages in the market. We're starting to see it pop up at different grocery stores. What can you tell us about it?
Yeah, so Olipop is a new kind of soda. So it is going to be so much less sugar. It's going to add those probiotics and extra fiber. So really good for digestion.
All right.
I mean, I haven't had a chance to try it, but this smells like the season. It's like the crisp apple is like hitting you in your nose here.
How festive. I love all this. The bright color. Of course, when we're talking about, eating healthy, we want that. Eat the rainbow. We want those bright, vivid colors. Those natural, bright, vivid colors, right?
Yes, yes. And it is a big recommendation by the myplate.gov that we want to have 5 fruits and vegetables per day. So 5 servings. So this is a great way to do that.
Awesome. Aaron, thank you. We're back right after this.
News 3 Now First Warn Weather is brought to you by Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor.
Discover a shopping and design experience as comfortable as the furniture. Lazy Boy Home Furnishings and Decor. Schedule your free design consultation today.
Building your own American Family Insurance roof line?
Yeah, life's better when you're protected under American Family's roof.
That's not how it works. See, that's how it works.
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
Here's the secret worth sharing. Robertson, Wisconsin's aesthetic leader, has nurses that specialize in custom treatment plans. Always natural, never overfilled. Time to learn how aging is different at Robertson.
Are record high energy costs putting a squeeze on your fixed or limited incomes? While you haven't asked for it, the Keep Wisconsin Warm Cool Fund and your local energy assistance providers are here to help. No Wisconsin resident should ever have to face the challenge of living without heat or power or face homelessness. For a hand up, apply today.
Ready to embark on an exclusive journey into the lives of UW's top athletes? News 3 Now Sports Director Zach Hanley takes you inside Wisconsin Huddle, a one-of-a-kind 30-minute weekly special. It's more than just highlights. It's more than X's and O's. It's an inside look into the world of Big Ten college athletes, from their journey to Madison to insights on how they prepare for competition. Watch Wisconsin Huddle Friday nights at 6:30 on WISC-TV. Brought to you by TDS Telecom.
Shop the largest selection of Chevy trucks and SUVs in Wisconsin at Bergstrom Chevrolet. Lease a new Silverado 1500 starting at $355 a month, or a 24 Equinox EV starting at $279 a month. Stop in or shop and purchase at BergstromMadison.com.
When you have moderate to severe eczema, it's okay to show off. With Dupixent, show off your clearer skin and less itch. Because you have plenty of reasons to show off your skin. With Dupixent, the #1 prescribed biologic by dermatologists and allergists, you can stay ahead of your eczema. It helps block a key source of inflammation inside the body that can cause eczema to help heal your skin from within. Many adults saw 90% clearer skin. Some even achieved long-lasting clearer skin and fast itch relief after first dose. Severe allergic reactions can occur. Get help right away for face, mouth, tongue, or throat swelling, wheezing, or trouble breathing. Tell your doctor of new or worsening eye problems like eye pain, vision changes, or blurred vision, joint aches and pain, or a parasitic infection. Don't change or stop asthma or other medicines without talking to your doctor. Show off to the world. Ask your eczema specialist about Dupixent.
Building your own American Family Insurance roof line?
Yeah, life's better when you're protected under American Family's roof.
That's not how it works. See, that's how it works.
Save up to 23% by bundling your home and auto with us.
This morning, Matt Gaetz is out as the Attorney General nominee. The new nominee set to take his place.
Plus, learning with less, how Act 10 is affecting the profession of teaching 13 years later.
Hey, good Friday morning, everybody. Thanks for tuning in to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Kyrie Ann Lee. Thanks for waking up with us this morning. I'm just feeling in the holiday spirit, you know. We got lots of things happening this weekend.
We sure do. And one of the big events going on is at Hilldale on Sunday. That's where meteorologist Savannah Brito's hanging out this morning because she's got a big honor this weekend. Hey there.
Hey guys, I do. I'm actually going to get to light this tree behind me on Sunday. That's happening around 5:45, but the North Pole party that kicks off between 3 and up until 6 p.m. So be sure to bring your families, loved ones out here. Come and see that. Temperatures this morning, we are off to a little bit of a warmer start. Believe it or not, compared to yesterday, we had those below average cool temperatures. We're waking up to the lower 40s though across Dane County right now, but there are a couple of spots that are waking up to those upper 30s. At least we're not down to freezing level, but with the wind chill factored in, that's what makes it feel like we're down to the 30s in a couple spots. Winds are also pretty gusty this morning. Those are going to ease through the day. The bad news, we're not talking about a lot of sunshine really today or even over the next about week and a half. And we do have some big changes to talk about in the forecast that'll actually take us up until Thanksgiving into Black Friday and especially the weekend after. We'll talk about all those changes coming up in a little bit and tell you more about the North Pole party happening this weekend.
All right, talk to you then, Savannah. Thank you. Want to get to our top stories this half hour. Former Congressman Matt Gaetz is now out of the running to be the next Attorney General.
He withdrew amid a federal sex trafficking investigation against him. The allegations had created concerns the Senate would not confirm him for the job. President-elect Donald Trump now has a new nominee for Attorney General. It's former Florida AG Pam Bondi. She served in that role until 2019. Since then, Bondi represented Trump in his first impeachment trial. She then worked in the America First Policy Institute. Congressman Gaetz congratulated Bondi for the selection. He called her a stellar selection.
Back locally and new this morning, a Waunakee man is dead after a single vehicle car crash in the town of Burke. It happened on the interstate yesterday afternoon. State officials say a sedan headed north on I-39-90-94 drifted right and hit a guardrail. The driver, a 61-year-old man, then corrected left and hit the median barrier head on. The driver, authorities say, was not wearing a seatbelt. It came on the first snowfall of the season. The National Weather Service says nearly 2 inches of snow fell in the Madison area. The Wisconsin State Patrol is investigating the crash.
In Waukesha, a new memorial commemorates those who died in the Christmas parade tragedy. Community members gathered to unveil the display on the 3rd anniversary of the event. The memorial includes a heart-shaped structure along with a tile wall the community created. There are also 6 benches with plaques to honor the 6 people killed in the attack. Governor Tony Evers shared words of unity.
You know, as we gather here tonight, this memorial reminds each of us that no one carries the burden of grief alone. That we may find comfort and strength in community and the spirit of compassion. And just as you've been there for each other in so many ways, please know that your fellow Wisconsinites and our entire state are with you also.
The city of Waukesha also intends to plant a tree as part of the memorial. The 9/11 Memorial and Museum in New York gifted it to Waukesha. And this week, we're continuing to look at the effects of Act 10 after 13 years. That law changed the power of unions in the state and changed some professions with it.
Sure did. The State Department of Public Instruction says teacher salaries have dropped by 20% since Act 10 became law. Our Ellie LaLaerte this morning explains how it's affecting schools today.
It's been 13 years since Act 10 changed collective bargaining for employees like Wisconsin teachers. But what is the effect in schools today? Well, part of it is keeping teachers in the classroom. Amy Jerkowski has been a teacher in Wisconsin for decades.
This is actually my 20th year.
She's seen the highs and lows of public education.
Our working conditions are students' learning conditions.
Something the state superintendent, Jill Underly, agrees with.
Wisconsin public schools have been asked to do more with less for far too many years.
Learning with less, a message echoed by the State Department of Public Instruction. One major issue, teacher retention and recruitment. A report released by DPI earlier this year found that 4 of 10 first-year teachers either leave the profession or state altogether after 6 years.
It's hard to be an excellent teacher if you're not appreciated or you're not happy in your profession.
Amy says she's personally seen the change in her colleagues.
So feel there's a significant loss of people in this profession. Slowly, probably over the last 12 years or so, you just start to see people leave.
In 2011, Act 10 limited collective bargaining rights for most public employees. Because of the ruling, public employees can now only ask for raises tied to inflation, which supporters of the law say saved taxpayers money.
So Act 10 reduced teacher salaries, and we know that that has had a tremendous impact on the workforce.
But according to Sarah Shaw with the nonpartisan Wisconsin Policy Forum, the lingering impact of Act 10 is complicated.
We saw huge amount of turnover following Act 10 that basically bounced back. And now has seen more fluctuations again, both in the wake of the pandemic and with a really tight labor market that has given workers more power to decide where they want to work for how much money.
Although Act 10 is not the single factor tied with teacher retention and recruitment issues, DPI is hoping to address the problem. The department recently proposed a $4 billion 2-year budget that shells out $60 million just for teacher retention and recruitment.
If our priority is staff retention, then this budget allows us to have smaller class sizes, or the social work and psychology or psychologist and nursing support that we need at our schools.
For Amy, it's progress.
It's never enough, but it definitely feels a step in the right direction to feel like our profession matters.
There are also efforts to strike down parts of Act 10. A Dane County judge called the law unconstitutional, however, has not issued a final decision. We can expect it to be upheld by the liberal majority state Supreme Court. Reporting in Madison, Ellie LaLiberte, News 3 Now.
All right, so here's the bottom line. Wisconsin Teachers Union officials say if parts of Act 10 are struck down, it would then restore the right for teachers to negotiate with employers. That would lead to higher pay, and that would in turn help recruit and retain teachers. All right, 6:37. I want to get to some other news this morning, also education related. Talking about 5 Madison schools being recognized by U.S. News and World Report as top 30 schools in the state.
Wonderful news here. Our Michelle Renee Quinn is here to show us the rankings. Good morning.
Good morning, Chris. Kyrie on that annual report is looking for best elementary, best middle school, and best high school rankings. Elementary and middle schools are ranked according to measured proficiency and performance on state-administered tests in math and reading. Now, high school rankings look at those as well, but also take into consideration schools' enrollments, college readiness, college curriculum breadth, and graduation rate. Shorewood Hills, Van Hise, and Randall Elementary Schools respectively ranked 8th, 12th, and 29th among more than 1,900 elementary schools. Velma Hamilton Middle School ranked 15th among nearly 1,500 middle schools in Wisconsin, and West High School ranked 24 out of 569 schools. MMSD Superintendent Dr. Joe Gothard says the hard work of students and staff across the district helps ensure that learners at all of our schools are best positioned for success in whatever they choose to pursue. Other notable placements on the list were Marquette and Stevens Elementary and Spring Harbor Middle School, which ranked top 10% in their respective categories.
All right, wonderful news. Michelle Renee, thank you so much.
Absolutely.
Well, a new pediatric case of bird flu has health officials scratching their heads. This week, health officials in California are reporting a possible case in a child. They say the child had no known contact with an infected animal. So far this year, there have been 53 confirmed human cases across 7 states. Bird flu occurs in the wild birds, poultry, other animals, and sporadically in humans. Health experts say potential human-to-human transmission would be cause for concern.
If it's a human, that means that there is human-to-human transmission going under the radar, and that is one of the signs of something that a virus that could be on the verge of becoming pandemic when you have human-to-human transmission. We worry about animal viruses that we have not developed immunity to before.
Then there's a teenager in Canada who is critically ill with a case of bird flu. The source of that infection is also unknown. Doctors have also seen some mutations in that case that would make it more easily transmitted from person to person.
Check your pantry. Just as holiday baking season begins, a cinnamon powder is being recalled over elevated lead levels. IHA Beverage issued the voluntary recall for its 4-ounce super brand dried cinnamon powder. The powder is primarily sold in stores. There are no reports yet of anyone getting sick.
6:39 coming up after the break. The small town in our area getting a broadband boost.
And we'll check back in with meteorologist Savannah Brito with a look at your first warn forecast.
Hey there, Madison. Dina here again. If you have a plumbing emergency, you need the RHD Dream Team difference. Call us in the morning and we'll see you the same day. If it leaks, bursts, or freezes, you need the RHD Dream Team. We remedy your disaster fast. That's the Dream Team difference.
My name is Jack Frank. I'm a retired paper mill worker in the valley here, and I work for Copeland Bus part-time on the side. I've had my own route now here for the last 3-4 years, and the kids on it are great. Flexible hours, they work with you in many different ways. If you've got something going, they accommodate you, or they try to get somebody to run your route. Copeland treats you decent. You know, all the years I worked here. It's a great place to work.
Turkey? Check. Cranberries. Stuffing? Pie? Check, check, check. Potatoes sweet and mashed? Check. Now what about that post-turkey nap? Don't worry. The Black Friday Super Sale at Denver Mattress has you covered. Shop today and save $100 on every $1,000 you spend. Take up to $500 off select Tempur-Pedic adjustable mattress sets and score a $300 gift. Or get 60 months no interest financing and free shipping. The Black Friday Super Sale on now at Denver Mattress.
Quartz takes a different approach to health insurance. We know every life well lived is a journey, and we're here to light the way at every step. That's why for 40 years, we've been alongside the doctors and hospitals who know what their communities need. Because they're a part of them. Because we're a part of them. There's a fire burning in all of us. Let's ignite it together. Quartz. Find your spark.
The excellence of driving a Buick is matched by the excellence of the dealership experience when you own a Buick. Buick. Exceptional by design.
Get 0.9% APR. Plus, current eligible non-GM owners get $3,000 purchase allowance on this 2024 Encore GX. For attractive offers, visit these Buick dealers today.
They say the kitchen is the heart of the home, but one look at this mess proved this love affair was over. If outdated, worn, and no wow factor describes a room in your home, you need the RHD Dream Team difference. We'll be on time, on budget, and fabulous from design to installation to put the heart back into your home.
On the next Live at 4, movie critic Will Loper has suggestions for what to stream this weekend.
And we'll go behind the wheel with Harvey Briggs and the all-new Hyundai Santa Fe all-utility vehicle.
A Madison apartment complex plagued by poor conditions and deadly violence.
My son got killed 2 months later.
Find out what happened after an outcry and desperate actions by residents here at the Harmony Apartments. News 3 Now investigates Monday at 6.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning. Moving forward.
We're back at 6:43. Spectrum is joining the Columbia County town of Pacific to celebrate their completed network expansion. It will bring high-speed broadband and other Spectrum services to the small town. Pacific is home to 450 homes as well as businesses throughout. Private investments from Spectrum and funding from the American Rescue Plan helped finance this expansion.
If businesses are offering to their employees to be either hybrid or remote workers, we can't do that without high-speed internet. So that is of the utmost importance. And also, that has just become the norm, not necessarily based on the weather, but it also allows the communities to attract a wider workforce availability.
The launch is part of Spectrum's multi-year rural construction initiative.
More than half of adults who have yet to retire say that they will rely on Social Security benefits for necessary expenses. That's according to a new survey from Bankrate that also shows around 53% of Americans said they will need to use Social Security in retirement. Many Americans worry about how their benefits might change, though. That's because the program is expected to have a revenue shortfall in less than a decade. The survey said among those 60 and older, 69% said that they will rely on Social Security benefits.
Jobless claims are at the lowest level since April. Labor Department data shows the number of people applying for first-time unemployment benefits dropped to 213,000 claims. Economists had predicted 220,000 filings. Despite the decline in initial claims, people continuing to receive unemployment benefits hit a 3-year high. That number climbed by 36,000 and now stands at 1.9 million.
The DEA says less potent fentanyl pills may be driving down U.S. overdose deaths. An analysis shows about half of fentanyl pills tested this year had lethal doses of the synthetic opioid painkiller compared to about 70% of pills last year. Meanwhile, federal data shows overdose deaths dropped nearly 15% for the year ending in June.
Well, let's change gears here now and let's toss things over to meteorologist Savannah Brito, who's out and about this morning.
Hey, good morning. You're at Hilldale. Who are you talking to?
Good morning. Yeah, I'm at Hilldale. We're previewing the North Pole party that's happening on Sunday. We'll get to all that in a minute, but temperatures outside, that's actually a little bit warmer than what we had yesterday. We were closer to freezing level yesterday. Today, we'll actually hold pretty steady in the lower 40s. I think some of us could top out at 44, 45, even in the mid 40s, so it will be a little warmer than what we had yesterday, but only by a couple degrees. Now, it's been windy out there all day yesterday, overnight into early this morning. That is driving us to have wind chills factored in all across southern Wisconsin. So we're down to what feels like the lower to even mid 30s. A couple areas are a little bit warmer than that, but it feels like 36 only at the airport this morning, 32 in Camp Douglas, 33 in Platteville, and 35 in Janesville. So with that factored in, it feels about 5 to 10 degrees cooler. We're not going to see that factored in all day today, but this weekend we'll see winds finally come down from what they had, those high wind gusts that we saw yesterday, and what we'll see early this morning continue on through today. But tomorrow we're looking at about 5 to 10 miles per hour at most. That will carry over into Sunday. I do think some flurries, we could see those develop, especially across northern Wisconsin. I think that'll break up before it heads into central and then southern Wisconsin, but we still could see a couple of flurries, nothing as far as accumulation go either day this weekend, though. It is Winter Weather Awareness Week. We're continuing coverage on that in the state of Wisconsin. Outdoor winter safety tips include dressing for the weather, limiting time outdoors, checking on others, watching for icy areas as well. In your home, you need to make sure you're checking your furnace, chimneys if you have those, check monoxide detectors, insulate exposed pipes, and then in your car, check batteries, check tire pressure, have jumper cables, have a blanket, extra food and water in your truck or car. Make sure that you also are allowing extra time out there, tank of full gas, and your pets. Make sure that you're bringing inside and avoiding the salt because of their paws. After that, though, we'll see temperatures dip. We're only looking at the mid-30s heading into Thanksgiving, unfortunately, and then the 20s, that's following Thanksgiving weekend. But we're going to switch and turn our attention now to what's happening this weekend. I'm joined by Brianna Lee. She's the manager here at Little Words Project. Can you tell us a little bit about the business and how it all got started?
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks, Savannah. So we are actually the original Little Words Project, and we are on a mission to inspire kindness and self-love through words. So, yeah.
And it's all about the bracelets and the messages.
Yes, it's all about the
them.
messages and the bracelets that are on them. So, and it really is unique to each and every individual that can come here and be able to kind of, you know, inspire each other.
And there are deals going on Sunday during the North Pole party, and then also until Black Friday as well, right?
Absolutely, yes. So this Sunday, Little Words Project will actually be your destination shop for hand warmers. And so we will also be featuring Miggy's Baked Cookies, and along with our early access code of 40% off, which is our biggest sale yet. So 40% off any purchase 50 or more.
And then what will this extend up until Black Friday, or what are some of those deals going on?
Absolutely, yes. Our deals will stay the same. It is only in store right now currently. Online will get launched on Monday for online access. But yes, early access in store only. Awesome. So, Madison, come warm your hands and charm your wrists this weekend, or this Sunday, from 3 to 6.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having us.
Thank you.
Yeah, everyone make sure to come out to the North Pole Party 3 to 6 p.m. this upcoming Sunday. I'll be there lighting the tree. Excited to get the honor to do that this year, guys.
Yes, it's going to be a lot of fun. I think we're going to get out there for you, Savannah.
Always looks great. Savannah, thanks.
Awesome, definitely.
Well, happening tomorrow, it's the final of the National Women's Soccer League, and a new investment in the league is giving fans more reason to cheer. Billionaire philanthropist Michelle Kang is donating $30 million over 5 years to the NWSL. Kang owns one of the league teams, Washington Spirit. The money will help train up the next generation of professional women's soccer players and coaches in this increasingly popular sport.
Ultimately, our goal is to make the best, most compelling, and most competitive, most fun sport product.
For sure.
But for that to take off and have the media attention and the corporate sponsorship, we need this feeder system. We need this pyramid and ecosystem built.
The Washington Spirit will face Orlando Pride in the NWSL final, and we'll have it for you right here on WISC-TV. That coverage starts at 6:30 tomorrow night. Kickoff is at 7.
Cool.
There you have it. Well, coming up in the morning sprint, the effects of mental health on online reading habits.
We got a 3-year-old. Beckett, happy birthday. Hope you have a great one. Thanks for sending a picture in. You got a 3-year-old celebrating soon? Send us a picture. We'll show it on TV.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
It's that time of year again to get the Honda of your dreams during Happy Honda Days, where you'll find great offers on a rugged new Passport, Pilot with available all-wheel drive, and the powerful Ridgeline. So don't wait. Turn your holiday dreams into reality with a new Honda named KBB.com's best value brand. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
We're unboxing unbeatable values for your home every Friday in November. And our third unboxing is Snoozable Sofas. They store more, pop up, charge more, come in multiple colors. Because every day is like Black Friday when you dare to compare at Bob's.
Whoa, how'd you get your teeth so white?
You gotta use the right toothpaste.
Dr. C?
Not all toothpaste whiten the same.
Crest 3D White removes 100% more stains for a noticeably whiter smile.
New personal best.
Crest.
Sometimes it takes a different approach to see the possibilities all around you. With Capella University's FlexPath format, you can fit education into your life and be ready to help others with theirs. A different future is closer than you think with Capella University.
Want a flatter, tighter tummy? Then check out new Ab EX from Sono Bello.
After my pregnancies, my body just never bounced back. I had this stomach overhang that made me self-conscious.
Emotionally, it was really sad. Feeling good up here, but you look down and you don't.
After having my babies, it went a different direction. From here, it went to here, and I just couldn't get rid of that.
Introducing Ab EX from Sono Bello. Remove fat and lose excess skin permanently in just one visit.
I got the tummy tuck results without the tummy tuck downtime.
And I finally got the flat stomach I wanted.
I'm able to get back in my size 8 jeans. I feel sexy, I feel confident.
It feels good to feel good and look good. The mommy belly is gone.
Schedule your free, no obligation consultation and find out how you can get $250 off instantly. Call 1-888-557-5298 or go to sonobello.com.
Everyone has their own idea of what fitness means to them. Here's what it means to us. We believe fitness can be more than exercise, that it can build a better tomorrow. It can change how you feel. It can build more than muscle. It can build community. And no matter what your reason, the common goal is simple. It's for a better tomorrow. Join us for a better tomorrow.
Shop the Brothers Maine Black Friday sale now.
6:54, time for the morning sprint.
Police are investigating a shooting on Madison's west side. It left 2 people injured. The shooting happened at Schrader Road just before 4:30 yesterday afternoon. First responders took both victims to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. No arrests have been made. If you have any information, please contact Madison Area Crime Stoppers.
A Wanakee man is dead after a single vehicle car crash in the town of Burke. It happened on the interstate yesterday afternoon. Authorities say that a sedan traveling north on I-39-90-94 drifted and hit a guardrail. The driver, a 61-year-old man, then corrected and hit the median barrier head-on. Authorities say the driver was not wearing a seatbelt.
Authorities in Green Lake County are working to bring home the kayaker who faked his death. They've made contact with Ryan Borgwart. The sheriff's office says he is somewhere in Eastern Europe. Borgwart disappeared after a solo fishing trip back in August. The sheriff says his office is not investigating anyone else for helping Borgwart.
Former Congressman Matt Gaetz is out of the running to be our next Attorney General. He withdrew himself amid a federal sex trafficking investigation against him. President-elect Trump has now nominated Pam Bondi for that position as AG. She's served as Florida's AG in the past and has also represented former President Trump in his first impeachment trial.
Actor Jussie Smollett's convictions for lying about a hate crime are now overturned. That's after the Illinois State Supreme Court issued a ruling overturning a Cook County conviction. The court believed the original resolution to be unjust. In 2021, the actor had been found guilty for faking a racist and homophobic attack in 2019 and lying to police about it.
People with poor mental health tend to spend more time reading negative content online. That's the finding by a study from the University College London that monitored people's browsing history. They found also that not only people in worse moods looked at more negative content, but they also made them feel worse. Researchers suggested content warnings could be used on websites like food label warnings.
Well, temperatures out there are going to be in the 40s the next couple of days, but then we're tracking much cooler air, below average temperatures actually, unfortunately, moving in, butting up right until Thanksgiving. That will take us down to the 30-degree mark by Black Friday, and then the weekend following Thanksgiving, we're only tracking the 20s.
All right, thanks, Savannah. We're back in 30 minutes with a news and weather update.